I want to tell you that we have written more than 10 petitions against mismanagement, diversions of Kwara from the government in power, civil society organization as their enemy. And it is wrong.
But there are some information making around that at the beginning, you fall in favor with the current government. You later fell out of favor. And there was this boyfriend-girlfriend situation.
Thank you. People call it, some people call it favor. And to us, it is issue of FY and social audit. And the moment we don't have any interest against any government, we don't see any reason why we can't partner with any government on social audit. Initially, we are advocating for the FY. And the governor said that, see, I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
God has blessed me. So before I become governor, can you people take social audit? With good faith, we have to attempt the total audit. Do you know what we did? We have said the total audit. Then the governor asked us to choose the project that we want to do the evaluation to quantify.
But don't you think some people that probably for some of us in the media and some other people that are actually having some impact or having some expectation as far as the FOI is concerned, don't you think they feel betrayed by ENetSuD actually taking side with the social audit? Because social audit is a little bit limited to the information that can be gotten using the FOI. People will see it, a lot of us will see it as if you've reached a certain compromise.
Not compromise. Thank you. That is why, to show the government in power that we don't have any interest against you. Okay. So as that we publish it, do you know the government has to terminate, has to abort our relationship, because they said we should not publish our report. We said no, we are not working for you. We are working for the whole Kwara. And so you can see that we have nothing to hide. So even for those that think that maybe hand at exchange hand, see what I'm saying? They later discover that no, ENetSuD are still upright. And it generates a lot of controversy, where people are saying politicians is the ones sponsoring ENetSuD activities, because Gobiri was a gubernatorial candidate then that time. Sure, understand? And Gobiri did not fund ENetSuD. But Gobiri fund the project under ENetSuD, which is Citizen Enlightenment and Organization Program. And ENetSuD, Alhaji Yakubu Gobiri, did not fund the project. It is the Gobiri Foundation.
But you cannot
Gobiri Foundation register under CAC.
If I have a foundation carrying my name, you can't separate me from the foundation.
No, and you know that ENetSuD was vindicated because Gobiri now defected to the APC. So he is now part of APC, he is now part of government. The Kwara State government will not release it to us because they will say there is no FOI in the state. And then we have another way that we use to get document in the state, which is Rwanda. So we have our Rwanda that always going out at the middle of the night. Then why is
what now is that ENetSuD in Kwara State employ the service of extra mundane or supernatural being to actually help them get information.
You see,
no fundamental social change occurs mainly because government acts. It is because civil society, the conscience of a country, begin to rise up and demand change. That was the word of the President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, when he was referring to civil society. You are welcome to your program, The Discourse. This is the Informant 247. I am your humble host, Ismaila Kiyesola. This is the program where we take a deep dive into the situation around us, where we try to make meaning to events happening around us. Today, we are looking at a very cardinal point in terms of accountability and government deliverables as far as our society is concerned. Join me as we take a walk through one of the prominent civil society in Kwara State, established in 2018, and ever since that time, government in Government House, this very particular organization have been trying to hold almost all the government by their jugular vein to make them accountable for what they are doing, be it a political party, individual, or government, or body of government, or representative of government, as 1 or 2 times be investigated, dragged to court, or make some certain demand from by this very particular civil society that I'm talking about. And it's not any other one than ENetSuD. ENetSuD is the elite network for sustainable development. And in the studio with me today to discuss the gains, the pain, and the challenges facing this very particular organization is no any other person than Comrade Moshood Lanre Osho, the Deputy Coordinator of ENetSuD. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate you once again. And ENetSuD will continue to appreciate Informa 247.
All right, thank you for making time to join us.
Thank you very much.
This is the Discourse.
Thank you.
Without much ado, let's go into the business of the day. What informed the constitution of ENetSuD? How did it come by?
Thank you very much. You see, in your introduction, you make reference to Joe Biden assertion that one of the things that assisted and that have contributed to the developmental of a community is the civil society.
Of course.
And you see, civil society, they are the bastions of democracy. They are the representative of the masses. They are the voice of the voiceless. So without civil society, that is why you will be seeing government doing things without check. And you see, Nigerian constitution did not create any arm of government that cannot be checked. And you see, we only have a better society when Nigerian citizens, when Kwara citizens realize the power they have. Because the most powerful office is the office of the citizen. But majority of our people don't know that. They don't know that citizens has power to ask how their money are spent. Citizens has power to write petition against any arm of government. Citizens has power to take ownership of any project domiciled in their community. Citizens has power to do what? To mobilize themselves, to organize and stage peaceful protests against injustice, against mismanagement of funds, against whatever that they did not align, whatever that any policy of the state or federal or local government that is not tally with them. That is why ENetSuD was established. So ENetSuD was established to promote transparency, accountability, to sensitize the people of Kwara State, Nigerians, on how they can monitor, on how they can do the re-evaluations and quantify government, whether state, federal or local government projects.
All right. Thank you, Comrade. I would like to ask a question. 2018, ENetSuD was founded, and it was like an eagle at that point in time, checkmating almost all the activities. But if you ask me, over the last, can I say few months or few years, the activities is not that as pronounced as it used to be. What happened? ENetSuD seems to be quiet.
You see, when you say the activities have not been pronounced, I don't see, we have not been relent in our efforts in holding those in government accountable, to be open and to be transparent. I want to tell you that we have 6 weekly radio programs on 6 different radio stations in Kwara State every week, just to sensitize the people of Kwara State. So far, so good. We have done something that no civil society organizations have ever tried in Kwara State.
Okay, what's that?
I want to tell you that we have written more than 10 petitions against mismanagement, diversions of Kwara fund.
Okay, so what are the major outcome of those petitions? Another thing to write petition is another thing to actually
to do the follow-up,
yes,
and to see the results.
Thank
you very much. And I want to tell you that none of these petitions that have not been have impact on the people of Kwara State life. Because I want to tell you that when you write petition,
Okay.
people will, okay, look at the issue of Kwara Hotel, for example. When the Kwara State government, led by Mullah Bazak, awarded the contract, it generated a lot of controversy in Kwara State, where some people argue that the money for the renovation of the Kwara Hotel, 70.8 billion naira, is outrageous. It is too much.
But do you think it's not outrageous?
Why on the side of the government they said no, it is good, it is the betterment of the Kwara State? Do you know what ENetSuD did? We just keep quiet. And we have advocated for the domestication of the FOI in the state, because the FOI that will enable Informer 247,
okay,
like a media and other online media, radio stations, civil society, individual, community organization in Kwara State, to write the state government, to engage them.
So Comrade, let me come in on the issue of FI. You are still coming there. It's part of the discussion we'll be having. But I think people of Kwara State will be much interested in the impact the ENetSuD took on the issue of Kwara Hotel. Because at a point in time, for over a month or two, it was a burning issue in the state. So we'd like to have you finish that very particular thought about the role that ENetSuD took in the cry of Kwara Hotels.
Thank you. That is what I'm trying to explain. You see, the moment the issue arises and causes a lot of controversy in the state, ENetSuD just keep quiet, because initially we know that when we write Kwara State government and request for the project details,
okay,
payment certificates, bill of quantity, everything, drawing, technical drawing, the Kwara State government will not release it to us, because they will say there is no FOI in the state. And then we have another way that we use to get document in the state, which is Rwanda. So we have our Rwanda that always going out at the middle of the night. Then why
yes. What's the meaning of
1 a.m.?
I've never had that before. What's the meaning of Rwanda?
You see, I will not reveal how they operate.
Okay. Is it an individual? Is it a body, or what?
They are individual too, but you can't see them. You can only see them with spirit.
Okay, now no. So what you're telling me now is that ENetSuD in Kwara State employed the service of extra mundane or supernatural being to actually help them get information.
You see, the only adjective that we use is Rwanda. It is you that use extra mundane, supernatural, whatever.
So you see, in a layman term, are you telling me that ENetSuD is employing the service of spirit to get information?
You see, you call it spirit, but we call it Rwanda. See what I'm saying? So we have to engage our Rwanda. And it took them, you know, how many months? It took them 90 days before they could lay their hand on this document. So immediately we lay our hand on it. We subject the whole bill to the cross-examination. So when we discover that a lot of things wrong with the
project entirely,
with the award of the contract and everything. And if you could remember, you will see that it caused controversy between the initial contractor, which is Crystal Group of Company, before it was awarded to the Krayborg company. So understand, and ENetSuD as a civil society organization that is advocating for transparency and accountability. Do you know what we did? We have to drag all the party involved to the EFCC. We involve Kwara State Ministry of Business and Enterprise, that do the advert on the Herald newspaper, that do the advert that awarded the contract, which is Kwara State Ministry of Business and Enterprise. We also drag Kwara State Harmony Odi. We drag Kwara State House of Assembly. We drag Krayborg and the Crystal Group of Company to the EFCC. So you see, the petitioner is now with the EFCC. So and I want to tell you that EFCC is already
the Kwara Hotels rehabilitation project have started.
Thank you very much. Even the project is still going on. But one thing that people don't understand about the petition is that a petition can last for 7 years.
Okay.
It is not easy to carry out investigation. To carry it, an investigator can take you more than 8 years. And even if this present government leave office, say you understand, the next governor can write EFCC that okay, what is your report on this petition written by the ENetSuD? So what the Kwara need to do is to applaud our efforts by making a move and writing the petition. Let them continue. Whatever that will be the outcome, the Kwara State will be the one to enjoy, because we can't open our eyes and be watching Kwara State money fund going down the drain. So we have written 10 petitions to the EFCC, and I want to tell you that out of these 10 petitions, there's none of the 10 petitions that EFCC did not offer money, or that EFCC did not return the contractor back to the site, where we discovered that the contractor execute substandard project.
Can you give us like one or two examples?
Thank you. The first example is Pekete Midro Road. Pekete Midro Road. Okay. This Pekete Midro Road, it was facilitated by the former House of Representative Honorable Afakachua, and the project was initially awarded to Energy Commission. So it was our petitions that we feel that the project has been transferred to the Nigeria Building and Road Research Institute. Okay. And the Nigeria Building and Road Research Institute did not do anything. They only erect their signboard on the site. 10.5 billion naira. I mean 10.5 million naira. Finish. So we have to drag them to the ICPC. Do you know what ICPC did? ICPC has to lock them up and recover 10.5 million naira. So the money was returned back to the federal account. I have to engage ICPC. See, you can't return this money to federal account. What will happen to the people of the area, the Pekete Midro Road? Then the ICPC has to explain to us that that is how they are working. They will recover money, and that is why we know how EFCC also work. But on the Baraka Community Erosion Control, okay, or Abata Sokere Erosion Control, all these projects were awarded their constituency project under 2017 constituency project. And our petitions, the EFCC lock up the site engineer and the contractor.
Really?
So I have with me and the EFCC, we have to bring back the contractor back to the site. Do you know what the contractor did? Contractor used block to construct drainage instead of concrete. And it is stated clearly in the bill of quantity that the contractors use concrete instead of block. So he has to demolish the block and use the concrete. So we have done tremendously well. Yeah. So for don't listen to whoever that say that ENetSuD have not been active, like how we have been doing in the past, we are active. Okay. And we are doing a lot of things, and we are not relent in our effort. Even this present government can testify to our effort. Is it the issue of the argument Perogi that you want to talk about? The former clerk of the Kwara State House of Assembly. Okay. So where we discovered that somebody that has already retired has now been given contract appointment against the act that established the Kwara State House of Assembly, which is Kwara State House of Assembly 2019 as amended. So our lawyer has to get the act, he studied it, and he discovered that the Kwara State House of Assembly has contravened the act that established them. Do you know what we do? We have to write to the Kwara State House of Assembly and Kwara State government that as a matter of urgency, they should revise the appointment. So they did not listen to us. We have to take the issue to the court. It is because of the court that we drag them to. So they have to do what? They have to terminate advise the woman to retire voluntarily. Okay. So we have done a lot of things. Or is it the issue of local government you want to talk about?
So, when time permits us, we definitely touch base with that issue of local government. But before we move forward, looking at your activities owing the government
accountable.
I don't even want to use the word accountable. Okay. ENetSuD has been holding almost all the government by their jugular vein.
Thank you.
And most of them actually find it very difficult to breathe. Now, how do you describe your relationship with the current government in Kwara State?
Thank you very much. You see, it has always been like that. The government in power sees civil society organization as their enemy, and it is wrong.
But there are some information making around that at the beginning, you fall in favor with the current government, you later fell out of favor, and there was this boyfriend-girlfriend situation.
Thank you. People call it, some people call it favor, and to us, it is issue of FY and social audit. What brought about the issue of social audit that we partner with the Kwara State government is that we have anything to hide, and we don't harbor any hatred against any government. What we are after is for the transparency and accountability. And the moment we don't harbor any interest against any government, we don't see any reason why we can't partner with any government on social audit. Initially, we are advocating for the FY, and the governor said that, see, I have nothing to hide. Okay. God has blessed me. So before I become governor, can you people take social audit? With good faith, we have to attempt the social audit. Do you know what we did? We have said the social audit. Then the governor asked us to choose the project that we want to do the evaluation to quantify.
I'm coming. For you to actually pinpoint a particular project that you want to, and looking at the struggle to domesticate, even some lawyers are saying that FOI is an act of the
federation, so it is banned in every state.
Banned in every state and every locality, and there is no need for it to be domesticated. But you know, don't you think some people that probably, for some of us in the media and some other people that are actually having some impact or having some expectation as far as the FOI is concerned, don't you think they feel betrayed by ENetSuD actually taking side with the social audit? Because social audit is a little bit limited to the information that can be gotten using the FOI.
Thank you very much. You see, that is the act of sincerity. That is act of insincerity on the side of the state governors. I want to tell you, when something will favor them, they will say, yes, it is a federation law. It is an act of the federation. But if something that we made them to be open their account book, something that will promote transparency, they will say, no, it still need to be domesticated in their state. I want to tell you that in Nigeria today, we only have 3 states that domesticate FY. The other state has said that no, they still need to domesticate it in their own state.
But other federal law doesn't require any domestication. Now that's the question I'm asking. FOI is being contested almost all across the country, Kwara State inclusive. ENetSuD and some other CSO, other media houses, private media houses in Kwara State are actually pushing so hard to have this FOI bill being domesticated in the state. But going to accept, as in ENetSuD going to like accept social audit. I'm thinking you guys are, people will see it, a lot of us will see it as if you've reached a certain compromise.
Not compromise. Thank you. That is why, to show the government in power that we don't harbor any threat against you. Okay, we say we want FOI. Now you say the FOI, the domestication of the FOI to see the light of the day, it is not under your what is it called, under your constitutional duty. So it is under the House of Assembly, Kwara State Assembly. So, and the governor, you said that you have nothing to hide. So okay, we have bring it, no problem, with good faith. We now accept the social audit. The governor asked us to choose the project. We choose 6 projects. We choose qualification and learning route. Do you know, under qualification and learning route, we mobilized our technical team to the site and discovered that over 16 million naira was being mismanaged. And on Govenrment square data, we discovered that the project is not well executed.
Was this published?
We published everything. So you understand? On Ilesha Baba Gwanara Road, over 751 million naira, almost 1 billion naira, was being used to inflate the contract sum. So you understand? We publish it. Do you know the government has to terminate and has to abort our relationship, because they said we should not publish our report. We said no, we are not working for you, we are working for the whole Kwara. So, and now the government said they can't take the heat, the abuse from the opposition.
Okay.
That the opposition in the state, they are using our report to attack them. So we now say that we are less concerned about that. We are civil society. See, you understand? And so you can see that we have nothing to hide. So even for those that think that maybe hand at exchange hand, see, you understand? They later discover that no, ENetSuD are still upright. So we are not relent in our effort. So we are doing a lot to hold government accountable. And I want to tell you that holding government accountable is the constitutional duty of citizens. So that is why citizen inclusiveness need to be taken, the sensitizations need to be up. Citizen inclusiveness, okay. Because how citizens need to engage to do more to hold those government accountable. Our money, a lot of money, Kwara money are going down the drain, and we cannot open looking at our money going down the drain.
On a final note,
state government to court. Immediately the governor, if you could remember, sometimes when the governor inaugurated TIC, we say it is not known to law, it is illegal. So we have to return to the Kwara State government as a matter of urgency to reverse the appointment. It did not listen. You have to go to the court. We won at the state court, won at the court of appeal. So the case is pending at the Supreme Court. But with the federal government, the Supreme Court judgment, against the 30 states, so that ENetSuD have been vindicated. So now, what the Kwara State citizens need to do is to make sure that they don't encourage voter apathy. They should come out en masse and participate during the election. They should make sure that they vote, and they should not only vote and leave, but vote and wait and make sure that the election is concluded, including the counting, sorting and counting of the ballot paper. I mean, yes, ballot paper, and the winner should be declared. Because the moment you did not participate in an election, you have already given room for rigging. And for rigging not to take place, citizens need to involve. And if you could remember, I wrote a letter to Baba Okala, who is the chairman, Kwara State Independent Electoral Commission, titled My Kobo Advice for Baba Okala. You understand? So I advise him to make sure that to do all what he could, that is to make sure that the election is free and fair, and that is not take us back to the 2017, the last local government election in Kwara State. So we had the election that was conducted by Ajidagba, and it was not the election was not free and fair. So we caused a lot of protests across the Kwara State. So because the issue of fund, okay, that will be accrued to the 16 local governments in Kwara State, my brother, the people of Kwara State should just go and rest. There is relief because we have already written to the EFCC in Kwara State. So EFCC and ENetSuD will partner. So and then we will raise an hashtag follow Kwara local government fund. So we want the election to be concluded. And the moment the new chairman are swearing into office, then the hashtag will be launched. So the moment we launch the hashtag, so we sensitize the people of Kwara State. And all the city local government chairman need to come out with their payroll, okay, the work strength, the amount they are using to pay salary, overhead, and everything of the month. So all the civil society organization must have that, okay, so that we'll be able to monitor the money approved to the 16 local government.
Yeah, away from local governments, finally, just FOI, is it dead? The quest for domestication of FOI in Kwara State, is it dead?
Thank you very much. You see, FOI is not
just dead. In 2 minutes, because time is against us.
Thank you very much. FOI is not dead. The advocacy is still on. I want to tell you that the Kwara State, the 10 Kwara State Assembly has killed the FOI. It is our advocacy that is still giving the FOI oxygen to breathe. If not, the FOIs will have died a natural death. So, but what we need to do is that civil society organization in Kwara State, media organization in Kwara State, online media, radio station, and everything, just let us collaborate and take the advocacy to the next step. Because this FOI is the tools that empower citizens to hold the government to be open, to be transparent, and to run an inclusive governance. And to you, whether Kwara State government pass the FOI or they did not pass the FOI, I want to tell you that the list of the project executed, carried out by this present government, the document that we have in our domain, if I thought the FOI is domesticated in the state, we may not have the opportunity
The
to
last,
lay our
the last
shot
question.
on
How many projects are you building your searchlights on currently?
I want to tell you that we have more than 79 projects.
There is no permanent funding. How do you get money to fund your projects, your investigations?
You see, we do it out of pocket. So it is a self-funding because there's no one in ENetSuD that doesn't have what he's doing.
Okay.
So we all have what we are doing. Sure, understand? So there is token that you contribute every month to run the organization of the ENetSuD. Sure, understand? And you see, civil society always rely on the foreign donor.
Okay.
Sure, understand? And that is how we have been running the activities of the ENetSuD.
So at a point in time, there was a donation that came in from then, in quote, an opposition to the sitting governor at that point in time. Don't you think accepting that kind of donation might put your organization in a bad light?
Then in opposition, now in party in power.
Yes, I understand. Then it was in an opposition. Now the party in power. But in case of next time, don't you think people will have this assertion that the activities of ENetSuD has been compromised, or that opposition that actually gave you funding is actually using you against the sitting government?
Thank you very much. You see, that time it generates a lot of controversy where people are saying politicians is the ones sponsoring ENetSuD activities because Gobiri was a gubernatorial candidate then that time. Sure, understand? And Gobiri did not fund ENetSuD. But Gobiri fund the project under ENetSuD, which is Citizen Enlightenment and Organization Program. And ENetSuD, Alhaji Yakubu Gobiri did not fund the project. It is the Gobiri Foundation.
But you cannot
be foundation register under CAC.
If I have a foundation carrying my name, you can't separate me from the foundation.
No, you see, they are what we call brand. Sure, understand? And double branding. They are what we call double branding. Brand. Sure, understand? In double brand, we have like Informa 247 now.
Okay.
SS Tavik and Informa 247. That is what we call double branding. Sure, understand? I like Professor Latif and ENetSuD. That is what we call double branding. Sure, understand? So, but one apart, the other one is apart. Gobiri name is different from Gobiri Organization Foundation, and Gobiri did not fund the entire ENetSuD activities. Gobiri only fund the KEN program. And you know that ENetSuD was vindicated because Gobiri now defected to the APC. So he is now part of APC. He is now part of government.
The question I want to ask
is ENetSuD now part of government
from the experience, will you take such donation again?
Even if another donation come from Saraki, we take it. From Abama Brazak, we take it. From Yaya Seriki, we take it. From whoever, just to mention it. The main thing that ENetSuD would never compromise its duties.
All right, thank you. This is where we'll be drawing the curtain on today's episode of the Discourse. Like we said, the soul of anybody in power must always be checked, and that responsibility lies solely with the civil society in that very particular environment. I remain my humble self, Ismaila Kiyesola. This is the Discourse, and we are coming to you live from Informant 247. Till we meet again to pick up another topical issue that is affecting you and I in Kwara State and Nigeria as a whole. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Akika Informant. Everybody first celebrate, yeah. Àwọn kan tó ṣe máa implicate, yeah. No man competition against, yeah. Informant.
It's been my knowledge.